It wasn't there. I mean, we're talking about it's really difficult to see on that car, and it just...
Peter Aronson tries to get out of the way, but the leader is blocked. And there's contact, and that is blocked.
On the inside of Ryan Hunter-Reay, this reminds me almost of Dan Weldon's crash here in turn 3 and 4 quite a few years ago, and the car is up into the fence, which is almost reminiscent of Kenny Brack's accident at Texas quite a few years ago, guys. Very, very lucky.
You know, he was incredibly lucky that he did not go head into that fence. That is a horrible impact. Wow.
Jones has been turned.
Does anyone else come into the side? Forwards in there.
And his teammate, McCauley's teammate Smith is in there as well. Can you believe it?
And Mason Barbera.
And Lewis leads, keeps a foot into the touch. Oh, no! No! And what a disaster! Brendan Leach in double somersault. Watch this. Oh, dramatic scenes. And strong indeed. Here's what happened. He had nowhere to go. And then it's sky ground. And
harder. It's behind those first two. Well, okay, it was the issue.
It was Fadani, it was Rossetti and Estep that got together.
And then it's a chain reaction.
Yeah, and several cars directly behind him managed to get
Into P2. Oh, and there's a collision already, and a car invertedly.
Yes, it was someone's outbraked himself going
of Prima Power Team. And there you can see the cars are both, and it just digs in. It digs into that gravel, doesn't it?
And what's happened?
Much at all.
Ooh. Oh dear. Car number 27 hits the barrier.
What did Williams say about?
Oh, the leader. And the leader as well. Oh. And oh dear, oh dear.
Well, I'll say it again, William, this time it's your fault.
Right.
But that looks weird. They both.
Oh, and now we have the problem. Safety car and Jiangju Chang.
Oh, kind of looks spun.
And already a problem right at the front. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
So already we've got quite a problem at Macau, and when it happens right at the front.
And there's nothing between them. They're side by side coming to the last corner. Habsburg's got him! Habsburg's got him! And camera hits the wall. So too does Habsburg. And Daniel Tinktum wins the Macau Grand Prix. What a finish!
Hard left.
Oh my goodness. And Banks would have seen him come into the mirrors, but rear wing gone. And absolutely no downforce from that point. And into the wall goes Ken Smith. Both drivers have jumped out of the car.
Johnson is second in turn 2, nearly go by red flag. Out of the park, Joey Saldana.
The two of them now, it is absolutely become noticeably closer. Leach now is moving his way, trying to close in, and right now we have Rickard.
You see the rears are locked there at his first whack on the brake there. As soon as you get in sideways into those very soft sand traps, and unfortunately...
Uy, Lucho, no, Lucho Castelli. No, Lucho, que piña se pegó Lucho. Uy, 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 uy. ¿Dónde fue ese vuelco? Tremenda piña de Lucho Castelli. Ahí está, mirá. Uy, cómo se trabó en la leca, ¿eh? Algo para tener en cuenta esto.
Sí, vos sabés que cuando se fue Nazareno...
Pareciera mentira que en un autódromo tan seguro como este se produzca este vuelco,
Es
¿no?
que cuando se fue Nazareno en la primera...
Race leader Pier Giuseppe Perezzini leads, and in the background there's mayhem, I'm afraid. 3 cars, 4 cars. Coach McKenzie is one of them. It's going to be a safety car.
I think for the infield care center, but he is talking to the crew.
Well, we have got an onboard camera on that car, and there was absolutely no retardation at all as he stopped. He tried to turn, realised it wasn't going to turn, and straightened up the wheels and aimed for the tyre back. Now, petición, fíjate.
Sí, se queda totalmente sin frenos. Ustedes lo vieron, se sigue completa y absolutamente de frente. Vean la forma.
Espérame, trata de hacer el giro y cortar la trayectoria incluso.
Horrible place to crash. Oh, he was on the curb. Yeah. I mean, it's obviously not going to be a damper anything, but look at that. The motorcycle end over end. Maverick Vinales end over end.
Jette entre les deux et l'accident. Oh, le crash. L'accident très violent qui veut reprendre sa trajectoire et qui tasse un Sylvain Pussier qui n'était pas tout à fait à droite non plus. Et le choc ici, regardez le rail de sécurité qui vole à cet endroit. Et on est heureux de voir que le membre de la presse, je pense que c'est un photographe, et les deux...
Oh, an impact! What a crash! Sam Tyree and Hugo Noose are involved in this crash. What a big impact!
It's just typical. Look, here they go. They're going into the old hairpin. A little bit of contact. Look, Thompson's looking to get away with that as well. But then, because he's got a big sideways moment, he's just collected him. And look, it's just a very small rollover. In fact, there's hardly any damage to that car. The marshals could even push that over and him get going again, to be honest.
And then get black flagged at the end of it. So here it is from the other angle, a little bit of a clout, and
Thompson just about got away with that.
Yeah, you can see a few. Oh, and Abraham's down as well. Well, Jack Miller is already in the gravel at turn 2, and Carol Abraham. That's a crash that you see so often here in Qatar. The minute.
And it's Alex Hill. Can she hang on to it? Slide job, make contact. 2 cars up and over.
これです。あ、これ後ろ、やっぱひっくり返ってるんですね。
You see, everybody takes from Jolion's, and he says he thinks that's due to the series that he's raced in. So he says he's very used to comparisons, of course, by now, and he's just come to always expect it in an Italy.
There he is on the right of screen, and he's ridden over the back and launched himself off the side of Zach Scalpo's car and skidded all the way down on his roof. The tyre wall does its job to catch the car. This is another angle. He'll already be on his roof when he arrives in shot. And the Enzo Tech car, oh, that's Luke Vanner. He also made the tyre bundle there.
Wie der Opel Astra. Ja, da warten sie sich.
Oh, there's a touch and an off. This is a huge off going down turn 4. And it's the leader. It's the race leader involved there, trying to go 4 wide or spin up the rear wheels.
No, he was around the outside, but he wasn't clear of the number 10 car as he tried to turn.
Up by Hill, and whoa, that is superb blocking stuff by Kovalainen. And Watts is desperate to find a way through, up to Druids. Oh, and he's on the back wheel! And that is a horrendous accident. Catapulted across the track onto the tyre wall. The damage obvious on the back of Kovalainen's car. The rest of the car's still running. Colin Brown inside Blake Walker now for 5th place. And that is a very, very welcome sight. Danny Watts.
Reese's wing goes, and Dino Morelli's hit Gareth Rees. And Morelli goes off. That was Dino Morelli, and he's in the car. The front half of the car very badly damaged. The engine's still running hard.
As Herbert and Wojtek slammed from wall to wall, Grillard was collected. Wojtek barrel rolled along the Armco, and there were cars everywhere.
Heading in, you see the speed. You know that this is one of the fastest points of the racetrack, and that is absolutely monstrous. A horrible, violent impact, and just no control at all. That's what the tyre barrier is there to do.
And
And you can see that right at the early stage, PK and Warwick and Serra are involved. Serra goes across the circuit. It's absolute chaos. Mayhem, the unfortunate Japanese driver going end over end. And then cars subsequently piling into each other. The marshals go over the top. Over the rail.
Back of the car ahead, but let's just see it at real time here. And in fact, that's interesting. Oh, it was a miscommunication effectively, because AS Roma was moving to the right to let him pass on the left.
Yeah, and here we go.
Oh,
and that's a terrible, terrible accident.
A massive accident, absolutely huge. The car splitting in half.
Only 7.5 minutes plus 1 lap left. Oh my! Huge accident, a huge off. Ryan Teeter had spun, PK is involved, there was another car that's airborne as well, and the race is being stopped straight away. Red flag shown, and Ryan Teeter was the catalyst for all of that because he had spun, and then out of nowhere came, I fear, Peter Lee. Looking at the order, the race is stopped, or race is suspended, I should say.